Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne. Welcome to our daily podcast. This is a tired Matthew, very tired Matthew. Went to bed and couldn't go back to sleep, sort of tired. And this is Tolu Sarah Johnson, and she asks the questions, and we interview saints from heaven. Not particularly what people would consider a saint, but a person who's died and who is in heaven. Um, so I hope you enjoy this, and I'll pass you over to Tolu.
Thank you, Matthew. Matthew, I guess we are all saints, isn't it?
What's that?
I said, I guess we are all saints.
Oh, yeah, some people might not consider uh, the people we interview as saints, but the Catholic Church has changed people's opinion of what a saint is.
Hmm. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They got a different perspective when it comes to
I'm
that.
gonna make a coffee. I've got a drink,
Okay,
but I'm gonna make a coffee.
okay, make your coffee and do. I hope the sun is not coming in. I think it's better today.
What's on?
The sun coming in.
Okay. Give us your introduction.
I should give a short introduction.
Yeah. Give us your introduction. Say hello to the people.
Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hello, Papa. Hello, Jesus. Hello, Holy Spirit. Hello, June, Bethany, the inhabitant of heaven, and who else? The inhabitant of earth. Matthew, it seems your tiredness is getting to me. It's quite contagious, you know? So, the person that we're going to speak to today is someone I really admire and respect so much because I read his stories and I used to think, how did he survive all of those suffering while on earth without faltering, without breaking? And he was still very strong when he came out of prison. So we're going to be speaking to Nelson Mandela.
Is he dead, is he?
Yeah. Oh, Matthew, aren't you current?
No, I'm not really current.
No. Okay, well, for people that might be wondering who is Nelson, do you even know Nelson Mandela, Matthew?
He was locked in prison for a while.
Exactly. He was born in 1918 in South Africa into a world divided by apartheid, a system that separated people based on race, treated Black South Africans unjustly in their homeland. Imagine, Matthew. As a young man, Mandela chose not to accept this reality. He became a lawyer and joined the fight for equality, standing up against injustice, even when it came at a great personal cost. Of course, Mandela was arrested and spent 27 years in prison, much of it on Robben Island. During those long years, he endured hardship, isolation, and suffering. But something remarkable happened. Instead of becoming bitter, he became stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. Wow. So, are you ready for us to welcome Nelson Mandela, Matthew?
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow. This is quite outstanding. Hello, Nelson. How are you?
Um, Good, especially humbled and privileged to come on to this stage. Uh, I recognise that Matthew's really tired. Hopefully, what I have to say will wake him up. Wake up! Wake up! To hear
Yeah,
you, to quote
yeah.
to quote you. Yep, 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 yep,
You watch me so
yep,
well, Nelson.
nope.
Nope. Mm-mm-mm. Wake up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So there are all the things that you say sometimes, and you said to God, "Wake up!" And
because God
so
needed to wake up.
hopefully Matthew will wake up and bring my words to you.
Yeah, yeah. That
Really,
would be
the interview pretty well depends on the questions you ask. Once again, and not to put too much pressure on you, but at the same time, I put a lot of pressure on you.
wow. I know. Because you live with pressure all your life, isn't it? And you are able to withstand all of those pressure. Ow.
Just patience and resilience and the ability to put things in its right compartment. Uh, I got through the years in prison by imagining that I'm never going to get out and just coming to
Wow.
grips with the fact that I may never get out, and accepting that fact made it easier for me than hoping to get out all the time.
My God. So in a way, you have that as a coping mechanism.
You always got to have a coping mechanism in life, and
Yeah.
uh, and for you to process life properly. No matter who you are, you've got to have some way that you cope with life, and yeah, and I chose my way.
Wow. That's 27
I was
years in.
I was pretty strong-minded, you know. I was very vocal, and that got me in trouble.
Mm, but that's who you are.
Yeah.
Everyone cannot be mute. There will be people that will always stand up for what is not right. And they're punished for that. But that's who you are. Did you regret ever doing that?
No, no, but there was times where the pressure and the jail and treatment in jail made me consider regretting it, and but
Mm.
I never gave in to the feelings of sadness and uh, uh, being treated badly. I never gave in to the pressure, although the guards sometimes thought I'd given in when
Mm.
I became more respectful and didn't resist them as much. But it was
Oh,
just wasn't me giving in. It was just part of my strategy to go lower and become more humble.
oh, wow.
So jail is bad enough being locked in a cell among pretty bad prisoners, but the wardens, the people who run the jail, either make it good for you or bad for you, and it all depends on how they treat you, how you're going to cope in jail, and so there's a sort of cat and mouse game going on all the
Wow.
time. No matter who the guard is, you've got to placate him and make him happy that you're suffering in a
Mm.
way that he doesn't apply more pressure.
Wow. How did your suffering reshape your understanding of strength?
Um, True strength is being able to cope with something that's beyond you, be able to pull something forward, a resource forward in your
Yeah.
personality that can cope with pressure and the pressure that I was under was immense, and it shaped my character. It shaped me to be patient, more resilient, more understanding, more compassionate. Um, I I processed my pain and my suffering and the pressure by being nice to other prisoners and going
Wow.
out of my way to be kind and nice to other prisoners. It was like a release valve. It released the pressure on me to be nice to other prisoners, and it sort of frustrated the guards in a way.
Mm.
No matter how hard they were on me and how strict they were on me, I
Wow.
kept on coming up with flowers. I
Wow.
kept on blooming something nice.
Wow. Do you ever wonder why God carved that journey for you?
I, it does you no good in life
Mm.
questioning God.
Yeah.
It's better if you understand God has a purpose and He has a reason for things. So if you live in a state of suffering or trial where you question God, you may not get the answer that you want. And so I lived in a place where I didn't dare question God and understood
Wow.
that He had His sovereignty, He had His reasons for things, and me understanding His reasons isn't going to make the suffering any worse. So I I let God have His own feelings, and I used to communicate my love every day and my obedience to Him. And
Wow.
it's really Him through His Holy Spirit that taught me
Make-
that the release valve for me will be being kind to other prisoners.
Wow. I
Just
can't believe it.
similar to Joseph in the prison. Interpreting people's dreams, making a ministry of the prisoners in the prison, being someone who is full of love and full of giving and full of kindness to other prisoners is something that can relieve your suffering.
Wow. I'm shocked you never questioned God once. Why me?
I did question God. I think it's quite unnatural for people uh, not to question God, but I didn't make a
Dwell.
habit of it. I didn't make it the focal point.
Mm.
I'm sure from time to time I question certain things, but it does you no good
Mm.
unless you can have a two-way conversation with God and He can honestly speak to you. But even when you have a two-way conversational language with God, there's certain questions He won't answer.
Wow. You're right. There's certain question. It's like you asking God, when am I, can you give me an idea of when I'm going to leave the prison? And then God says, 27 years. And you're only 1 year in. Like, oh my God, I better kill myself because I don't think I could survive 27 years in this prison. But God knew you can.
Yeah,
27.
yeah, He did know I can. So I encourage people to question God, but and talk to God, but don't put him in on under pressure to answer
Mm.
your questions that you want to know. It takes uh, maturity and love and understanding of God to let certain questions stay unasked.
Wow. There's quite a lot of similarity between your life and Matthew's life. Even though Matthew is not in physical prison, but Matthew is in prison. And every day he always hopes for a day he's going to be let out of that prison and he will see himself in heaven. But he doesn't know how long he's got in that prison, how long he's got left. Can you encourage Matthew?
Uh, I think me turning up and just talking is encouragement to Matthew. I um, I love him. Understand his suffering. Understand his trials. Uh, Heaven is worth waiting for, striving for. But you're doing quite well. You travel quite well. You process things quite well, and we're quite happy with you. And yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Nelson. What was the hardest internal struggle you faced during your imprisonment?
People people not believing in me was hard. I was
Wow.
very forthright with what I believed. And certain people
Mm,
in prison didn't agree with what I had to say, didn't agree with me, and that was hard to cope with because I fully believed it and I was
wow.
sure of myself.
Wow.
But my circumstances didn't prove that I had the answer because I was locked away. So I was locked away from speaking, locked away from having any effect. And they were sort of right in some way that I wasn't right and I wasn't powerful because if I was powerful and right, I wouldn't be in prison.
Wow. But you stood for what you think is right, and everyone has got the right to stand for wherever. The people that put you there, they are bullies. Don't you think?
Yeah, I stood for what was right, but it just wasn't understood.
No, it wasn't understood. It wasn't. Did you ever wrestle with anger, like anger, bitterness, or the desire for revenge?
Who,
Well,
who do you, who do you think I am? Of course, I wrestled with those thoughts.
oh,
Anger, bitterness. Uh, yeah,
you
it's a natural process that you have to go through, and you've got to pray and work with those thoughts and meld them and mold them into something like forgiveness and understanding and compassion. Um, to understand your enemy, you've got to put yourself in their shoes, and in order to forgive your enemies, you've got to have compassion on where they're coming from. So, yeah, I had to work through those things to stay complete. Otherwise, the bitterness and the resentment and the anger would torture me.
wow. You're absolutely right. Bitterness and anger touches you. It doesn't touch other people that you are holding that against. It touches you. But do you think people understand that bitterness, that's what it does to them?
Some people don't understand that. Maybe chiefly the people who have been bitter. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people on earth and in heaven. Some people in heaven bitter with God,
Wow.
with upset and holding resentments of things that have happened to them in their life, and
Mm,
it would take a conversation with God or an understanding of the Word of God, or a conversation with someone who's full of God's wisdom to be able to come out of that bitterness. It's not an easy process, and it's not easy to overcome. Can't be overcome in just one conversation. It
absolutely.
took a while to settle in your heart. It may take a while to come out of your heart. You're not
Wow.
a lesser person for having bitterness in your heart. You're not a hopeless person. there's nothing wrong with you. It's everything is
Wow.
right with you. It means that you're a normal thinking person. You have normal emotions, but it's hoped over the course of these interviews that you'll come to understand God
Mm.
better, come to understand that God is a person who suffers, who goes through trials, who
Wow.
understands your suffering, who understands your trials, who was there when you suffered, who was there when you were hurt,
Mm.
and he currently is hurting the fact that you're hurting and you're bitter. So God understands, and it may seem really religious for me
Mm.
to say that. It may seem like a cliche to you, like something everyone says that God cares and God understands, and you've sort of got facts in your own life that prove to you differently that
Wow.
God doesn't care, but He does care, and
Mm.
He does want to work with you.
Wow, that's so beautiful. You have experienced that because, of course, Nelson, forgiveness defined your legacy. What did it cost you personally to forgive?
I had to, in some measure, I had to give up what was ideal. I had to, in some ways, relax my ideals, relax what I think is
Mm.
right, relax what I think can be achieved. Had to let
Wow.
go of my
Wow.
assumptions and the things that I wanted and relax them a little bit so I didn't place
Wow.
impossible demands on people, impossible demands on the government. I got some of the things that I wanted,
Mm.
but I had to forego a number of
Wow.
things. And that's just uh, being a person involved in transactions uh, with
Wow.
life. So I didn't get everything. And not everyone gets everything that they want or everything
Totally.
that they desire. You know, even people trading in witchcraft who going after their dreams and desires don't always get all their dreams and desires, even off Lucifer, even with magic. So we've got to come to a place of understanding what we're going to get and what we're not going to get and be happy with the shortfall.
Wow. Even God has not got everything he wanted, isn't it? So why will you get everything? God has to live with whatever is God. Do you think people will believe that God has not got everything?
Uh, People listening to this conversation are serious will probably understand that, but it may be hard for people to understand how a sovereign, righteous, powerful, supreme God could be missing out and lacking in so many different ways and not getting so many things that he desires. He desires each one of us to be whole. He desires each
Wow.
one of us to be forgiven. He desires each one of us to achieve what we want to achieve, get our dreams and desires. But sadly, life and circumstances and abuse and hard times stand in our way, and he can't automatically patch up everything that happens to us. He can't come and pay back the person who abused us, the person who hurt us, the person who stood in our way. So he, like us, suffers, and uh,
Mm.
and and other people suffer too, and he's very much aware of it.
Wow. How do you now understand forgiveness in light of God's character?
Uh, well, I was pretty aware of God's character when I was living. So not much has changed.
Change.
But I do recognise lately with the changes in heaven that
Wow.
that God has unbelievable restraint and has unbelievable patience. But
Mm,
June came in with orders to set things straight, and she had to shake things up and stop God from being so understanding and resilient. Had to bring a stick, and
mm,
so to sort heaven out, things had to shift.
yeah.
But he's a forgiving God, and he understands people. He understands their weakness. He understands their wounds. He understands their addictions. He understands some people can't come out of their addictions until they die because there's
Wow.
there's not a therapist that can help them and help them heal. So they'll continue to suffer
Wow.
until they die, and he uh, he understands that, and he understands it's not a perfect world.
Wow. 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 Looking back now, do you see suffering as part of your purpose or something that was later redeemed?
Um, Everything given time uh, is redeemed,
Mm,
uh, even if it takes coming to heaven and having it redeemed in heaven. Um, I'm not sure suffering is part of my purpose. I'm not sure
wow.
suffering was really planned for my purpose, but
Wow.
I can't see my purpose being lived without it. Um,
Wow.
and I had a hard life and a hard life that was a trial, but my hard life made me into a beautiful person. So, what what would you wish? Would you wish I not be as centered, not wholesome, not rounded out in my personality, or would you wish that I suffered?
Wow. The way you answer that is a little bit confusing, but I get the message.
Well, what would you rather? Someone who's incomplete and not perfect and not relational and lovely, or would you prefer someone who 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 wasn't who someone who wasn't those things, or someone who was, but if they was, they didn't suffer?
Hmm. I don't think you can be who you are today without suffering. Suffering has got a role to play in our life. But you said something that was very interesting. You said you don't think it's part of your purpose, but you suffer to get where you're going at the same time. It's a
I
little,
don't think I don't think God really plans for us to go
to
through
suffer.
tremendous suffering. It's just on our life cycle. It's just on our life's plan. So you can say that suffering was part of his plan, but he wasn't instrumental in the suffering. He didn't play a part in that. He didn't play an active role in that. Forces and
Absolutely.
other people came into play in our life that caused us to suffer, but God wasn't standing there clapping hands and happy about it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But what God uses, He uses that suffering to produce a better you. Even though it's not the one that brings the suffering, He knows how to maximize the suffering to get somebody that is so much better out of by the end of the suffering. Do you agree?
Yeah, that's right. But Matthews, for years, I've been told that God didn't plan on the suffering, and he swallowed it as like a Christian trope, as a Christian uh, ideal. But maybe God was there and planning the suffering all along to make him into who he is. Regardless of whether it was planned or wasn't planned, Matthew forgives God and is happy with who he is.
Yeah. You have to, have you got any choice not to forgive God?
Well, you can
Do you?
choose not to forgive God. It just takes you to a dark place.
Exactly. So there are people in heaven now that have not forgiven God, isn't it?
Yeah,
That list because of the path that they follow. But can they forgive God? Because you now know that God suffers. God, God has even suffered more than you have ever encountered. And God did not cause the suffering in majority of the situation. He might have used it to make you a better person, but he never caused the problem. And he needed to respect free will as well. So it's quite difficult. So I hope people that have got resentment towards God can forgive him. There was a time I had resentment towards him as well, but I wasn't bold enough to say, "Yes, God, I didn't like what you did there." But when I understood God, I'm sorry, the more I understand God, the more I see that, yes, he's suffering as well. And that helps me to forgive him.
yeah,
Did you have to forgive God? Or you
yeah.
never owed?
I had to let go of certain things. You know, when all you did was speak up for your rights and speak up for justice. Uh,
Mm,
Speaking up for justice shouldn't get you put in prison, but it did. And you have to be able to come to a place where you can have peace, and you can't walk in eternal peace. You can't walk in working lasting peace if you're in a state of unforgiveness towards someone else, bitterness towards someone else, or God Himself. You need to go through the pathway of forgiveness, even if it's hard, even if it takes effort. One of the people listening said, how do you forgive when you haven't got the capacity to do so? And the answer to that question is you can ask God or you can ask June, who you've met, to give you the strength, give you the ability, give you the power to forgive. Some of us haven't got the power to forgive in us because the grievance, the thing that was done of us, was so brutal that
wow.
we haven't got the resources to forgive. And I've found, Matthew has found personally, that sometimes you need to ask for God's help to give you
Mm,
the power, give you the ability to forgive. And
wow.
the person said they'll try that. Yeah.
Wow. 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 Is that person on that, Matthew? One
Yeah.
of your viewers?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Man, did you feel his presence in those confined spaces while you were in prison? Do you feel God's presence?
You have to find God wherever you are. I don't
Wow.
I don't want to talk as a super Christian. I don't want to talk as someone who's a Superman, someone that you can't relate to. But for me personally, I had to be able to rest my head on my pillow each night at peace. So no matter what
Hmm.
happened during the day, I had to reconcile that with my heart. I had to pray
Wow.
for forgiveness for the person, pray for forgiveness for myself. I had to constantly clear myself, In
Hmm.
spiritual terms, uh, it's just refreshing yourself and releasing yourself and making yourself free. And and
Wow.
each of you listening in heaven and on earth, you probably got people that you need to forgive, people that you hold resentment and bitterness towards. and even if that's God Himself, and most of the people on earth probably have unforgiveness towards God, try a simple prayer and try and release it and see if there's a shift in how you feel.
Wow, you're such a special being. You say you're not, you don't have this superpower. How did you describe it? Super, did you say superpower girl, something like that?
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I've come to understand that you don't need to. Everyone can have a relationship with God. All of those things were just religious things that we were taught. That, oh, you need to see God, you need to do. No, I believe God held you through those 27 years, because if not, 27 years is a long time. How will you describe your relationship with God now?
uh, he's uh, he's very sad, and
Mm,
I go in to see him from time to time. It takes me a while to recover
wow.
because I'm a very touchy-feely sort of person. I sort of resonate with people's feelings, or
Mm,
to use a younger person's term, their vibe. I sort of can feel a vibe on a person, and God's very sad, and takes a while for me to process that because it just breaks my heart. And he's happier now, but he's still got the over. He wants you to know, Tolu, that he'll never be truly happy unless everyone on earth is happy. You
mm.
know, that still holds him back. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
It's you people on earth that he cares about, and
Mm,
he's so pleased that there's open communication to a lot of you now, and he's very happy to be using me to talk to you today.
mm. Thank you. Thank you for saying that God will never be happy until all of his children are home. But at least joy and sadness can coexist together in
Yeah,
his heart now, and he can have a better life than he had before. He was in prison, was confined in prison like you were for 27 years. I don't know how many years God has been in his own prison, but now he can step out of the prison. It can still be sad, but at the same time, it can still be joyful.
yeah.
I'm happy with that. Hopefully, when we all come home, God can. I'm sure even when all God's children come home, we will still have to support God to be able to come out of that sadness, because that sadness is already him. He doesn't know how to separate himself from that
When
emotion.
when uh, when everyone is healed and everyone is happy, he'll be happy.
Oh, it will still take a time sometime, I think, because he's so used to being sad. But I'm glad he's smiling. Have you met him at the ice cream shop?
Not at the ice cream shop, at Epstein's Cafe.
Oh,
Yeah, I go in for coffee there twice a day.
twice a day.
I
Wow.
have a lot of meetings.
Wow.
Yeah, I work.
Wow.
I work with people as a therapist, people who've experienced deep trauma,
Mm,
and I'm a male therapist, and got a couple of children that assist me, a couple of young girls who sit with me. So it's, uh, the three of us sit with someone, and the young girls ask good questions and say good things, and we're a team together. And
wow.
we mentioned before, another person mentioned before that all the young children have become therapists in heaven. So we've got an
Yeah.
abundance of people who can do therapy.
Wow. So that's what you do now in heaven.
Yeah. And so we have my appointments doing therapy in cafe. So I have
Wow.
a couple of appointments per day, and the young girls have different nice drinks there, flavored drinks, and we all sit down and they've got lounge chairs there. We sit down on lounge chairs and sit around and do therapy, and you know.
Wow. What is it like welcoming people from hell now into heaven?
Um, they've been through a lot of trauma. I'm not
Mm.
working with those people,
With those, okay.
but yeah, that they've a special case. They've been certainly traumatized, and I'm aware of them. I've seen them and met them, but it's not my speciality.
Thank you, Nelson. I wanted to ask that.
I feel that you didn't get the answer you wanted there. Um,
Mm. Oh, is it because of the way I responded? No,
yeah,
I'm happy with your response. I am happy with your response. Yeah, it's
yeah.
okay.
It's a whole band of young girls and therapists being prepared to welcome in the people that came from hell.
Wow. Are you enjoying heaven?
Yeah, I'm a little bit like God. I'll I'll be happy when the suffering on earth finishes.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I can
What makes
feel his heart each day, and even though I don't see him all the time, I
mm,
still have his heart for the people on
wow,
earth. And
wow,
yeah,
wow. What makes it to resonate so deeply with him?
uh, June came and touched my shoulder a few weeks ago and put the heart of God into me, and
Wow,
she knows that I'm going to work up to a place of seeing him every day and being like a personal therapist for him. So
wow,
I'm just living with his heart at the moment and getting used to it.
wow. How does that feel like?
Very dark,
Wow.
yeah. Do you girls and guys on Earth in darkness? You felt darkness before, but you want to ask June to come and visit you, or Tiffany, and for her to lay her hand on your shoulder and put into you the feeling that God feels and the darkness that God feels. And,
Wow.
you can release that after a day or two. But if you ever doubt that God's not
Mm.
sad, and you ever wanted to hear how he's feeling or even talk to him based on what he feels, just ask June or Tiffany to lay hands on you and e- experience his sadness.
Wow. That's deep. What is the greatest lesson suffering taught you about God?
To be resilient.
Wow.
Yeah, I was resilient over the 27 years. I had daily things that I did that kept me in touch. I told you that I didn't
Mm.
hope to get out. I didn't have that hope to get out. I planned as though I was never going to get out. And
Wow. Wow.
but yeah,
Wow.
I learned how to be resilient, and that's the God I've met. He's very resilient, and
Wow.
no matter what happens, he's going to cope with it. And he's got a helper in June. June is
Mm.
really wonderful to experience, and she's fresh and she's happy and she's energized, and uh, she still feels for the people on Earth, but it's not as
Overwhelming as God.
overwhelming for her. Yeah, you put a word
Yeah.
in. You put a word in my mouth.
Because I'm enjoying what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm
I
listening.
Matthew's going to go to the toilet and make a coffee. And I know that you can handle the breaks. I've been watching it for years to learn.
Ah, what do you know about me?
I've been watching your videos.
Since we started.
You often get cranky with Matthew. Saying, you're saying, snap to it. Wake up. Wake up.
Yeah, because Nelson, sorry, Matthew doesn't want to do nothing sometimes. Oh my God. Wake up. Oh my God. Oh. Welcome back, Matthew. Yeah, Nelson, you said something. So the way I was only able to cope, or one of the ways I was able to cope in prison, was not hoping I would ever get out and just believe this is where I'm going to die. But you did not just come out. You came out and you became the first African president. How? Did you ever imagine? How did I get here from prison to president? They both PP anyway, prison to president.
Just
Did
like
you ever?
Joseph. Just like Joseph.
Yeah. Do you speak to Joseph?
Yeah, me and Joseph are friends.
Because you've got a lot of similarities, isn't it?
Yeah, we're both friends. He's very
Wow.
wise, Joseph.
Wow. I can't believe it. Like 27 years in prison, then they say, okay, you're now a president. All of those years was not for, all of those years was not for nothing. Because you said earlier on that even though it didn't work, you didn't get everything you wanted, but you got some, isn't it?
Yeah. Matthew has no idea how I became president, but it was a desire of mine, and there was a swelling of people and popularity when I got out, and finances were raised up to be able to back me, and the people loved me enough to vote me in, and I found out
Wow.
quickly enough that even when you're in power, you can't do anything.
Mm.
Yeah,
Wow. So you could resonate so well with God.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. You think when you get to power, you can change things, but you can't really.
Man. Wow. That's profound.
Yeah, everyone wants to be president of the United States, and doesn't do much.
No,
There's
no.
a whole lot of people you owe allegiance to that you've got to do.
Oh my God.
The United States bows like Israel is a god. They bow to Israel, fight
Wow.
Israel's
Absolutely.
wars.
Absolutely. Man, I love that. You fought for freedom on earth. What is freedom now from heaven's perspective? Will you say you're free now in heaven?
I um I was going quite well until June tapped me on the shoulder and gave me
Oh,
God's mind. And the people on earth, if you get tapped by June, you can give it up after a week. You don't have to live in that place of darkness. But if you're in darkness now and you're finding life hard, get June to tap you on the shoulder and go to God's level of darkness and when you come out
Mm.
of that, you may be able to cope with your darkness better. But
Wow.
you certainly be able to relate to God. And it's okay if you're a witch or a prostitute to have God's feelings. It's okay to even ask God, can you come and visit him and sit with him face to face? All of you are welcome in his presence. And so I encourage you to do so. So uh,
Wow.
there's a whole lot of them asking, "Are you serious? I, a witch, can go and speak face to face with God?" And there's hundreds of them asking that question, and you certainly can. So you know, hang on until the end of this interview, and then go and meet God.
Oh my God. My God, that's so profound. If you could summarize your life from heaven's perspective now, what would you say it was truly about? What was your life about?
Endurance, to
Hmm.
endure, to endure to do the Lord's will, and my life was tough, and I learned lessons, and I was fully equipped on earth to come to heaven and become a therapist and deal with people's issues and trials. And yeah, you think when you get to heaven that you don't have issues or trials, but
Yeah,
uh,
it
but you just
continues.
imagine your life now, and if you died, do you think you still have the problems? You still probably would have most of your problems, and
Wow.
God's got people like me that can fix you up and heal your wounds.
Wow. Were you well rewarded in heaven, Nelson?
Yeah, I was rewarded enough.
Enough.
Yeah,
God, God knows
enough that
enough.
some people may be jealous of me. There's not really much jealousy in heaven, but um, I was given enough of a realm that was a good realm. Got a nice house. I've got nice furniture. I've got a house
Wow.
that's designed like I'd design it.
Wow.
I've got
Wow.
uh, these two girls that assist me. They live with me. They're like daughters to me. Uh,
Oh.
Matthew wants to know, did Nelson have children?
Yes, of
And
course.
and they're still on Earth,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, these two little girls are like girls to me, like daughters to me. So we've got a little family.
Wow. 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 Yeah, Nelson's children are very grown up, Matthew, because you lived a long life, Nelson. You came out of prison and God gave you so many years after. So, Nelson, what will you say to God today if you were to speak to him now, especially bearing in mind of your awareness of his pain? What will you say to him?
I keep on keeping on, God, and it sounds like repetition, but he really needs to hear it. Uh,
Wow,
keep
wow,
on, keep on going, keep on pressing on, keep on going out on excursions and meeting people, keep on
wow,
taking people for walks on the beach and out for coffee and for meals, and start to really enjoy yourself as God, not as a sovereign leader. Other people are taking charge of your kingdom now. Just relax and enjoy yourself.
wow. Thank you, Nelson. Nelson has got 6 children, Matthew, by the way. I thought they would be more than that, but 6. They're all adult, grown ups. Yeah. Wow. I really enjoy speaking with you, Nelson.
Yeah, I enjoyed speaking with you. Did you get everything you wanted?
Yes, I did. I
Yeah.
did. It was really beautiful speaking with you. Even though you say you've always watched me from afar, I really respect you a lot. So I'm glad I'm able to speak to you today.
Yeah, I watch
Thank you,
you
Tony.
on these YouTube interviews. I watch you when you talk to Matthew by yourself. We got a reality show with you and Matthew. We watch
Wow.
Matthew by himself. We watch Matthew with you. We watch you with Matthew. We watch you by yourself.
What?
There's 4 channels.
God, where's my privacy, God?
It's all right. When you're getting dressed and stuff, we tune out. When
Oh my God.
you're having a bath, we tune out.
Oh my God. I love reality show. I can't believe my life is one. Oh my God. I need to behave better then. Oh my
No,
God.
just be yourself, darling. That's Ben
Oh,
speaking. That's Ben speaking.
oh, Ben, that's so weird.
Just be yourself, darling. You're very entertaining. They love watching you doing your books and talking to the kids and making dinner and going on school runs.
Oh my
They
God.
largely watch you, but they do watch Matthew and they listen to Matthew's conversations with the people on Earth.
Oh my God. I can't believe it, Ben. Wow. Have you enjoyed listening?
But
Thank you, Nelson.
you already knew that. Matthew's already told you that.
I thought it was only myself and Matthew's conversation, not the other ones. You know? Wow, Ben. How can I move from someone that is so close up, that's so private to this? But God knows what He's doing. I've learned to submit to Papa. Oh my God. Did you love Nelson's? I really learned a lot from it, this conversation.
Yeah, it was good. Hey, he doesn't smoke cigars.
It doesn't smoke cigars.
No, he just has the whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah,
Wow. Man. So you do speak to him,
he's
Ben?
just fake cigars.
I don't have anything here to.
Everyone can do fake cigars and grape juice.
I
Now,
don't have pen here to do face. Oh,
now
I've
that
got
you
one.
set the new rules,
So is it
you allowed more people into the cigar lounge with your new rules.
because of the fake cigar?
Yeah.
But did they know how to fake it so well? Oh my God. If I was a bad girl, I would really, really be bad. Ben. Thank God God saved me early. So, how are you doing, Ben?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm staying out of trouble.
What did you say?
I'm staying out of trouble.
You're staying out of trouble.
Yeah.
In what ways? In what
Well,
ways?
Matthew always asks people if they're staying out of trouble. So, well, one of Matthew's vernaculars.
Staying out of trouble?
You probably don't understand.
No, no. What what ministered to you in this conversation with Nelson?
How he said that he didn't put any false ideas about him getting out of prison at any time.
Yeah,
That would have been scary to do that.
yeah, yeah. That was so profound, isn't it? We all need to have a way of coping, isn't it? Do you think God has a way of coping? How does God cope with his pain?
He shares it.
Oh, he's waited for so long to be happy. But we're close now, don't you think?
Yeah, he's getting better.
Wow. Matthew,
What?
have a cigar. That will strengthen you. Yeah, that will wake you up, Matthew. Just have a cigar. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, man. Oh, Matthew. You know, Ben, when I come to you guys, Matthew is always tired now. I think it's just a mindset. He just switches off once he's got the interview of the guests, and it's like, I'm done. Well, it's not done. It's not done.
Yeah, he thinks he's done.
Yeah, but it's not done. It's only done. But we still have two dons behind that first done. Then we're done.
Yeah,
So, Ben, how are you? Are you happy? Are you doing well? Are you pleasing Papa?
yeah, I'm doing all of the above.
Are you taking care of Papa well?
I'm looking after Emmanuel.
You're looking after Emmanuel.
Yeah,
Emmanuel doesn't need looking
he's not
after.
running off with his girlfriend.
Well, that's how you did as well when you were Emmanuel's age. Remember when we were cutting? So he got everything from you, Matt and Ben. But it's more happier, isn't it? It's more happier. Emmanuel is more happier. I can sense it in it.
Yeah, he is. He can't
Thank
talk
you, Dan.
about anything but her.
What happened to all the other spiritual conversations you used to have before?
He knows all those things, but he doesn't know everything about her.
That's good then. At least it's good to have another thing that you can speak about. I'm longing for when my children have got boyfriend as well that we can discuss at home. That would be very interesting. So thank you, Ben. Papa, I'm saying hello to you. I love you, Papa. Were you blessed today with the message?
Yeah, it's a good message.
Are
Yeah,
you close
that
to?
was a good message. And he Matthew doesn't remember the message now.
Yeah, but it was a good message. That's all I wanted to know, Papa. You enjoy, well, it says so many things that even me that I can't remember them now. I think what stood out for me was that the need to forgive, that you need to forgive. And there's quite some, well, I won't say a lot of people, but there are people that still have resentment towards you, Papa.
Yeah,
And if they can forgive you, I think that one stood out for me because it's possible for you to be in heaven, but you're still not happy with who
yeah,
you are or where you are. And that resentment can be channeled towards you, isn't it, Papa?
yeah, it can be.
Yeah. Do you have resentment towards us, your children?
No,
No.
I
Wow.
have resentment towards Matthew because he doesn't talk to me every day.
No,
Well, he
no, no.
entertains, he entertains a whole lot of other people.
Yeah.
He entertains
But it,
me by doing that.
but it talks to you in heaven when it comes to heaven, Papa,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, that's good. That's good. We love you, Papa. Matthew just so tired now. My God. Matthew. Thank you, Papa. Emmanuel, how are you?
Yeah, good, Mum.
Happy?
Yeah, tired. Matthew's tired. Um,
I know.
I'm pretty good. I'm having good days. That was a good interview. He did a good job.
Oh, thank you,
Asked
man.
questions.
Thank you, Emmanuel.
Kept on asking questions Matthew had no clue on. Had to rely on Nelson to answer him.
Because I'm not interviewing Matthew. I'm
Yeah,
interviewing Nelson.
that's pretty hard questions.
Yeah. I guess Matthew always think he's the one doing the interview, even though he's carrying the voice of the saint, but he always wants to fill in the answers for them. But no, I'm not asking you, Matthew, to fill in the answer. I'm asking Nelson Mandela to fill in the answer himself.
Yeah,
So that's why we need to ask hard questions, because if I ask simple questions, Matthew will just uh, respond himself. I know his tactics. You know that, man. We've done this for long now. I know Matthew so well, so well. Especially when he starts with, "You seems to think," oh, that's Matthew. No matter what he says after that, goes over my head. The minute it starts with you seems to, sorry, Matthew, gone over my head.
Hasn't done that for a year or two. Hasn't done that for a year or two.
What do you mean by a year or two? He
Probably
still
a
did
year.
it maybe about 2 months ago.
Did he?
No, that weekend when we were so, that Matthew was so high. Yeah, he did it. Sometimes he allows his pride to get into him, but not often, but once in a while. Especially when you discuss topics that Matthew is so against, like prosperity gospel. Yes, Matthew's idea of what God think about it is totally different, and he just speaks for God. God does not want prosperity gospel. He does not want prosperity gospel. No, it's Matthew. Matthew. So I love you, but Emmanuel. Do I entertain you, Emmanuel? Do I entertain you in heaven?
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We have good things. We go out for dinner, and Vanessa really loves you as a mother.
Oh, oh, I'm going to be such a lovely mother-in-law.
Yeah, surely loves you.
Thank you, darling. I love you. Wow. Matthew, before I go, I still have 3 or 4 people to say hello to. So just guard yourself well. If you need a cigarette, take like, or you need a cup of coffee, get your cup of coffee. I still have 4 more people to go through. Okay?
How many? 4?
Yeah, 4. Hello, Daddy. How are you?
Hello, daughter. How are you doing?
Good. I'm good. Did you enjoy today's conversation with
Yeah,
Nelson?
it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have cigar as well in
yeah,
Cigar Lounge?
yeah, I do.
I know you will. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I do. I have whiskey and a cigar.
I'm not surprised at all.
They talk about good things up here.
Yeah, you socialize really well,
Yeah, I got all
isn't
my
it?
female friends.
You've got your female friends as well.
Yeah,
That's good. You
they
have to.
sit around me.
Oh, I love that. It's like, that's the real you, Daddy. So enjoy heaven. Just have fun. Matthew. Oh my God, Matthew. So where am I going to next?
Yes,
Tiffany. I want to say
Tiffany.
hello to you, Tiffany. How are you, Tiffany?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. You know, when I say hello to you, you represent all of the wives. I'm saying hello to all of the wives. It's
Yeah,
because Matthew is always tired. I wish I could go around, but Matthew resigns now after the real conversation. Then you see, it deflates. His energy just goes down.
yeah.
Thank you, Tiffany. Just I wanted to say hello to you.
I just spilt my drink
You spill your drink
on the floor.
on the floor.
Yeah,
Do you have carpet there on the floor?
you drop it on the floor. Why don't you?
Oh, it will just soak it up like coffee. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Beth.
Wow. Hello, Jesus.
You finished with Tiffany.
Yeah. Tiffany, have you got something to say? It was because
Uh,
Matthew, and
just
I even
love
allowed.
you, and I've been visiting the girls and men on Earth, talking to them and interacting with them, and they really love me.
Oh,
And
are you enjoying doing that?
from time to time, I can preach to them and teach them
Wow.
things. Yeah,
Wow. Do you enjoy doing that?
yeah, I love it.
Um, keep on, keep on, keeping on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tiffany. Jesus,
Hello.
how are you?
Uh, uh, Good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you keeping on, keeping on?
Yeah, I am. I'm doing
You,
good.
you're doing good.
Yeah.
Did, did you like listening to Nelson today?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Thank
It's
you.
pretty good.
Matthew does those interviews really well, but after interview is the interview after the interview that he signs up for the last 5 or 6 days now. It's been a pattern, and we've got to break that pattern. Thank you, Jesus. I love you, Jesus.
I love you too.
Holy Spirit, when we
Hello.
come to you, we're just about to sign out. And Matthew is always happy to hear when I say Holy Spirit. It's like, that's the last person to go.
Yeah.
How are you, Holy
Matthew's got a
Spirit?
cramp in his side.
Come again.
Matthew's got a cramp in his side.
Oh,
Uh,
sorry.
it's sore.
So,
So
oh,
I'm doing okay, Tolu. You had some good questions today.
yeah, you give me the questions, isn't it? You're my inspiration.
Yeah.
Thank you, Holy Spirit. I love you.
I love you too.
Matthew,
Radio. Thank you, everybody. I look forward to your uh, comments